What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Today, we're gonna install a turbo muffler delete kit on the Audi TT. Michael said it shouldn't take very long, but we all know how that goes. I remember when we were doing the suspension, he's like, oh yeah, a little few bolts here, few bolts there. It only took a few hours. 2 days later, but stay tuned. We'll get this shit on, and we'll see if it sounds any different.
Okay, here it is. Deletes the old turbo muffler. Comes with nice elbow here, and if you plan on getting one of these, I bought this on eBay, you know, cheap as hell because, well, I'm cheap as hell. If you get one of these, the hose clamps it comes with are about, oh, that's actually a nice one, don't look at that. Where'd it go? Here it is. There's the other cheap thing. These hose clamps are so cheap that both of these hose clamps together weigh less than one of these. I would not trust these to hold fucking hardly any boost at all. These are the cheapest hose clamps I have ever seen in my entire life. A lot of the parts you can get from there are fine. You know, this is an immovable part. It's got a couple of seals on it. Not too worried about it. It's a silicone hose. The only thing you gotta watch out for, make sure you got good hardware to go with them. So I went down to the store and got some nice T-bolts. These hold a lot of boost. To complete this job, you'll need a T25, preferably on a smaller ratchet like this, and probably a long flat-bladed screwdriver about like this, just used to pop the clips off the intercooler piping. The bolts that actually hold that intercooler tube are T30s, so I'm going to change that. Oh, that's tightening mode. Loosen! Doop, 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 doop. So you got two of these T30s holding that charge piping to the side of the oil pan, it looks like. Got one of them there. The other one's a little bit harder to get at. Alright, and your other bolts will come out just like that, real easy. I don't know why this one came out so hard. Yeah, it wasn't cross-threaded or anything, just a piece of crap. There you go. Alright. And your little clip comes out like so. Clip, clip. Your hose will then just pop out of your turbo. Like so. And then luckily for me, I got the nice APR boot kit here. It's my APR intercooler, so all I gotta do is pop this son of a gun off. And then just like that, the whole pipe can come down in one piece. Straight through the little hole there.
Alright, so that guy up there is the turbo muffler. So we're taking that guy off and replacing it with the one that we showed you earlier.
You guys. Oh, they give you just enough room. No way. Am I on it? Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Just enough room. Wow. And there's the old turbo muffler. So let's give them a comparison up top here. There are no seals on this at all, but you can see you gotta see the difference here and how this one kind of seals up to the turbo, and this one has all those channels cut in it that allow the, I guess, pressurized air to make less noise. We're gonna find out. This was cheap enough. It is worth a try, guys. And some people say these are great. Some people say they're not worth their weight in poo, but whatever. Always engage your safety squints. There we go. Oh yeah, that's actually gonna fit real nice. So, I probably want to get my clamp on here. How am I gonna want to tighten this down? Probably like this. I would hope. Maybe like this. Try to plan out how you're gonna tighten your hose clamps down, especially if you're using these T-bolt clamps, because you know, obviously you don't want it like this where you'd be awkwardly reaching over here to tighten that bolt down. This might work, this might work, this will probably work. So I'm gonna go it this way, and if I need to move it up and around, I will. Go ahead and loosen that up quite a bit. I want this to be nice and loose because there is a bead roll machined onto that new piece. So when we put it in here, it's gonna want to expand the silicone a little bit. So you want to loosen this up as loose the words, blah. As loose the words, blah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
As loose as you can. So that way everything slides together like a butter. I went ahead and oiled up the O-rings on these. Probably not necessary, but makes me feel better, so I know that everything's gonna slide together and seat easier. So, O-ring from the mounting surface, or reuse it maybe. Yeah, clean up your O-ring and reuse it. Careful, don't breathe on it. Careful. Careful. Okay, boy, she's a tight fit. Yo. There we go, snapped into place. Rotate our pipe a little bit here. Before I tighten anything else down, I'm gonna put my Torx mounting screws back in the pipe. That'll send the pipe where it needs to belong.
Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet?
It's not gonna sound any different. I know it exactly.
Well, yeah, the turbo doesn't have any load.
Well, looks like we won't know until we drive it.
I heard some spool.
Ooh.
I heard some spool.
I heard a little bit extra there. Okay. We'll take her down Broadway where there's buildings on both sides.
Yeah, well, there wasn't like a lot of like whistle to it. Now you can actually like kind of hear the turbo whistle a little bit better. It's a lot more pronounced. Like, and you can kind of hear the higher pitch like. I don't know that
I mean, your exhaust is a lot louder, so
maybe on a car with a quieter exhaust you would hear it a lot more. But for my application, I really don't think there's any performance to be had here. I mean, I know there's claims of like throttle response is better and all that. It feels exactly the same. And honestly, I only hear like a little bit of extra whistle from the turbo. Do I think it's worth $50? It depends. If your car is mostly stock and maybe you got like a stage 1 tune or something, your exhaust is relatively quiet, but you're trying to bump up the turbo noise a little bit more, I would say yeah, you might want to pair it with an aftermarket intake too. You know, I wouldn't know how the stock intake would sound with it, but I don't think
if you had to give it 5 stars, what would you give it?
I mean, it fits. It, I guess, kind of does what it claims to do. It makes it kind of. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars.
So it's something you would recommend?
Depends on the situation. On a vehicle like this, it's got a louder exhaust, you know, and other stuff where you can't really hear the difference.
I think it's one of those mods where like you've already done everything else.
Yeah, you might as well, you know.
50 bucks, you know, it's nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's a small turbo end of the day. You're really trying to get it to make more noise than it's designed to make. It's, I don't know, maybe there's like maybe a measurable amount of horsepower difference, maybe like torque or something, maybe like 1 or 2 horsepower. Oh, it flows like 0.1% better. You know, I don't think so. I have a hard time recommending this for $50, but
well, guys, as you have it, there is our honest opinion and review of the, what brand is it? Is it even a brand? Is it just
Hold on, it's coming to me. EMUSA.
EMUSA branded?
Maybe it's pronounced Emusa. I don't know.
Emusa, EMUSA, eBay Turbo Muffler Delete Kit. 3 out of 5 stars. It pretty much does what it's told, but not really like anything spectacular.
If your car's stock, throw it on. Maybe it'll sound cool.
Yeah. It's up to your guys' discretion. It's only $50. It takes like half an hour to install, if that. So, you know, it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now. No, we not the same, what you talking about? Got me all up in your mentions, musta heard around. How that sound, yeah that sound good, tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town.